everyone, and welcome to Sunday Dinner. My name is Alexandria Smith, and I'll be cooking with my mom, Benita.
Hey guys.
The reason why I decided to do this channel is because I have recognized that gathering family, they love to eat food, and entertaining is something that I enjoy. Seeing the people smile after they eat my food just makes my heart happy. So I created this just because I decided that I wanted to do something that I wanted to do, something that I wasn't forced, something that I like, something that just makes me feel good. The guest that we're gonna have is my brother, Data Jackson, who has become one of my best friends. That was so unexpected because we used to fight all the time, but we'll get to that later. What I want to do with this show is just show how organically things happen in the kitchen and the conversation, but also give you a good meal. And Sunday dinner is what my grandmother gave to me, and now I want to give it to you.
So for today's menu, what are we having?
Today's menu is gonna be London broil, garlic mashed potatoes, and balsamic vinaigrette Brussels sprouts. What we were gonna begin with now is our London broil, which is here in the fridge. And I'm gonna wash it. I know there's a big old debate about whether to wash your meat or not.
Wash your meat, please.
Anna told me to wash my meat.
Wash your meat.
So, brother, what's up?
What's up? Chilling.
You got some exciting news.
Yeah, I'm finna eat this London broil. I'm excited about that. I didn't know what a London broil was, so I'm excited.
Well, we gotta thank that Sharifa started cooking London broil, and I was like,
Sharifa!
in the heezy. Ma, while I'm seasoning this, you wanna start cutting up the potatoes?
How do you want to cut?
Just in cubes so we can put them in the stove, and then I'll go ahead and add some water to this.
So how are you cooking the sprouts and the potatoes?
I'm gonna mash the potatoes, and then I'm gonna oven roast the Brussels sprouts in the oven. But I'm gonna get Mom's potato water boiling on the stove.
Okay.
We're gonna set that at about, let's do 7. I guess that's what that is. And then because London broil is kind of a tough cut of meat, I have this, where did it go? Here it is. This tenderizer,
Okay.
or this tendon cutter, and we're just gonna cut it.
Have you noticed a difference with using that little utensil?
I do, and then maybe it's just in my mind because I like doing it. Maybe it's in my mind, but
So it's cutting the tendons.
it is. It's definitely cutting the tendons.
Okay.
Because you
Okay.
see, like this here is really tough, and it's a top sirloin.
Top sirloin.
It's
How much does that cost in the store? What should it run you?
This one was $13.
Okay,
$13?
that's pretty reasonable.
So what's the cost of the total meal?
Cost of the total meal, the Brussels sprouts were $7. London
Okay.
broil was $13, and the potatoes were $1.98 for a 5-pound bag. So it's really easy as long as you have the seasonings with you.
Very
And
cost
so-
effective.
How many will it feed?
I've done this and I fed about 10, 15 people.
Okay.
It's easy, once we're done and how we prepare it and the way we cut it, it feeds a lot.
So let's just say ballpark $40, $50, 15 people?
Yeah.
That's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
And,
Yeah.
and then I needed to do something quick. It was like the first weekend when we moved back to Florida, and everybody just was so happy that, the family was back. And they're like, oh, let's go to Chris's house. She likes to cook. And I was like, I do. But y'all just came all of a sudden. How am I feed you?
Okay.
And I cooked it. So, because it's such a tough meat and the way that we cook it and we broil it, we're gonna douse it with some Worcestershire sauce.
Is that supposed to be a form of tenderizing?
Not tenderizing, just makes it a little bit juicier,
Okay.
you know? So we're gonna get this good.
Would you ever let something like this soak overnight?
You don't have to.
You could.
I
but
never
you don't
had
to.
to have to do that.
Okay.
All right.
And so what's unique about the way you prepare your meat?
My heart.
Is there a heart?
It's prepared with heart.
Stand up! Stand up! You know, and I'm just happy about it. So I'm gonna keep this hand clean because I've already touched this and I'm just rubbing it, you know, and just soaking it up.
Okay.
We're not gonna cook it right away. So,
This off. Would you like me to start the Brussels sprouts?
can you hand me the chili powder, the steak seasoning,
Yes.
and the oregano, crushed pepper, and garlic? And we're gonna get this seasoned and saran wrapped and back into the
I
refrigerator.
don't see the oregano. Sorry, but I don't see
Not this, the crushed red pepper, garlic, oregano.
Where's the oregano?
Right there. It's in the same thing.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So with red meat, I've recognized red seasoning is where you want to go. Anything with green seasoning, rosemary or parsley and all of that stuff, you want to kind of keep it with your chicken and your pork.
Give me the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Potatoes
Well,
and
let's do
lettuce.
one at a time, Mom.
Oh, put that on there.
So here we go. We have our steak seasoning. I'm just gonna rub this in. Okay.
And so as far as the seasoning, did it take you some time to figure out what went best with this specific cut of meat?
Yes, I feel like it took me all of Michaela's 13 years.
Okay.
I feel like it took me all of her life. And so, so now we have oregano, crushed pepper, and garlic.
Who is Michaela?
Michaela's my oldest baby.
Okay, Michaela's the
Just
oldest baby.
one.
She's been
Her
tasting.
basketball tournament today.
She
Yep.
did.
She's a baller.
She's a baller.
Yep.
And then there's chili powder. I don't necessarily season by teaspoons or tablespoons. I really just stop until the Holy Spirit says quit.
Yeah. the soul of your ancestors?
The soul of my ancestors. They be like, that's enough. That's enough, child.
Yeah.
Bell pepper and the onion.
That's enough.
This
That's
all
enough.
grandma, great grandma.
Absolutely.
And of course, you got to include your wine.
Ooh, there we go. Let's rub.
I think
that
the
in.
wine is the secret ingredient.
I mean, whatever works. Whatever
Yeah.
works.
Mm-hmm.
So then, more red pepper crush. Mike, can you get the saran wrap on top of there?
Of course I can.
If I have any. If I have any.
What would the saran wrap do?
It's just gonna keep it contained in the refrigerator. You don't want to spread raw meat,
Okay.
you know. But I've done pretty well without.
Well, look up here.
Look at it!
Saran
Close
wrap.
that
You made it.
All right.
But does the saran wrap add anything?
Seals in the flavor.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna pull,
Okay.
and whenever I tell you to slice, slice. All right, slice. All right, Mark, can you open the fridge?
Of course. You want to slide it right here on that second shelf?
Yes. All right. So that's gonna sit in there until we finish cooking our sides. And I'm gonna wash my hands because I know y'all judge people
All right.
of who's dirty.
Ooh, let's not say they judge.
People judge people. Mike, can we put those potatoes in the water even though the water's not boiling?
Yep. We sure can.
And we can cut the Brussels sprouts together or whatever.
Oh, whatever.
And so you're mashing your potatoes.
Mashing them, yes, and they cook faster if you chop them up. There's a lot of different ways.
Add the lid so it can boil faster.
Is that a thing?
That is a reality in life. It does.
Okay, let's do it. I'm like, is it?
Why did you have it in water? Why
So-
did you have the potatoes in
Because
water?
if you peel them and just leave them on the counter, they turn brown. So you leave them in water so they can keep their white color.
Speaking of gravy, are you gonna do your own gravy?
No. You don't put no.
All right.
Don't go wrong.
Well, what's wrong?
Not Thailand.
Well, what do you put on it?
Just soap and water.
Okay, here's some soap.
She said, let me put some Thailand soap.
It's bleach. You know we need bleach. We gotta kill the germs. We
You
gotta
gonna kill more germs.
Kill germs of people.
Oh Lord.
A or B.
She said, let me put some
I mean,
Thailand in there.
I
If
mean,
you don't stop.
it's because it had meat on it.
No. So supposedly your meat is supposed to be for your meat and your veggie is supposed to be for your veggie.
Okay.
So there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You.
Not Thailand. All right.
All right, we have a knife in play, so let's be careful now.
Right.
I am a heart mechanic.
My sister is a
Let me move the wine so I don't spill it when
I get credit for all of that.
No.
The branding behind Heart Mechanic.
So
Okay.
we
all
have
me.
another cutting board somewhere.
We do. It's down here, Ma.
Okay. Here.
We actually need to trademark that.
Which
I
one?
think I definitely do. Every person that I've told. Okay, maybe I told a story.
So, what do you do outside of the kitchen?
So here. Ooh, look.
Yes.
So my primary day job, I am a field clinic.
By day.
By day,
All right.
Batman by night.
Okay.
I'm Robin. I'm okay with that.
You sure?
Yes.
So, what does that make me? Jeffrey, the butler? Versus
No, you're the getaway car.
get away. I was actually thinking that.
Right? You're the getaway
Low-key the
car.
Knight Rider.
To the back
Batman.
cave.
I mean, we need you or
Yeah.
the mechanic. I don't know. I didn't.
Oh. Hey.
So let me ask you this: you've invited me
I have.
as your guest.
I did.
Why?
Because you three have been my core three since I can remember it, with all the changes, all the elementary schools. All the baby daddies.
Okay. And so this is the wine. Right now. This is why wine is an essential.
No, you guys are you all are my core. Are my core. So Brussels sprouts, they are little baby cabbages that they have like this ugly head that's brown.
Technically,
Huh?
are they really labeled as little baby cabbage?
That's why they're called sprouts. The sprout is the beginning.
Oh, so they cut their life short?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
but
man. Oh, baby cabbage.
But these are gonna be the best baby cabbage I ever.
Baby cabbage didn't get to grow up.
They didn't get to grow up.
for sauteing, right? So
Yes.
no matter how I cut them.
Just slice it up.
Okay.
So what is mom doing over here?
She's slicing up the bell pepper for the gravy.
And can we do green bell peppers, or you said that that's going to go with the chicken?
The red is more flavorful.
green-
It gives more.
So-
it does add to the flavor of the food.
I don't like bell peppers, and I thought I always had to eat onion, tomatoes, and bell pepper to be an adult. Because that's what Mama did. She ate all of that, but I don't like it. So I had to find other kinds of similar vegetables that I liked to now feel like I have become an adult,
Got it.
other than doing what
You're,
I want.
you're definitely an adult.
Am I?
Because you're teaching me things that you're bringing me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, hey.
You like red bell pepper?
I do. And it really does.
It does
add-
taste different, doesn't
It
it?
does versus your normal green bell pepper.
Okay.
It's even better than the yellow one because the yellow one doesn't have really consistency. in
No,
its turn.
and
It
it's
gets really-
sweet.
It gets really mushy really fast.
It
but
does.
the red one kind of holds its substance.
It does.
What
while
else?
adding flavor to the food.
What else would you pair it with? What other meal would you throw in red?
Any.
Okay.
Greens.
Oh my
Greens.
God.
Red bell pepper and greens. When I told Benita about them red bell
So
pepper and
usually
greens.
people
I
put
ain't
in meat
stopped.
in their greens.
I have not, but they're expensive. They're a little on the expensive side versus what we're normally used to.
You said people don't eat greens?
No, I said usually people put in meat with the greens. Is that a substitute? Or
no, it's an additive.
Okay.
You know?
No, I don't put meat in greens anymore.
okay.
I don't put meat in greens anymore because of that, but I do
Old
because
school versus new school.
right instead.
No, not really. It's not an old school or new school thing. It's a way of life thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You show because old school used to do all of that. Leave that onion.
Well, girl, old school you had to do what you had to do. You know, old school you did what you did to get by.
Well, I think mostly they put that meat and that fat back in there because it created
Girl,
grease.
let's not talk about no fatback.
I love fat back, but
I
I
don't like fatback.
you
I like the extra added flavor to fatback, but then there's all other things that you can do now. Turkey necks. I started using turkey necks. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
It adds just as much flavor to your food as that fatback did.
Okay.
so
It's
does
always
like
a healthy
olive oil.
alternative. Olive oil by itself. Turkey necks, man. But
We need to
like
cook
she
some
said,
smothered turkey neck.
well,
Oh,
like your sister said, you don't even need meat these days.
No.
There's so many different other flavors that you have that you can add into your food now.
Mm-hmm.
She's made me a believer.
watch your hand before I cook you.
Cut me. I need my friends to drink my wine.
So what does the onion add?
Oh,
my
to the
God.
Brussels sprouts, especially. So purple onion is the best onion,
Flavor.
Okay.
Beyond flavor.
and then it's different when you cook it.
So do you agree purple is the best onion?
Beyond the best.
Okay.
It's the thickness of it, the consistency that it keeps,
Mm-hmm.
the flavor. I eat it raw.
Mm.
Ugh,
Don't go there.
that's why your tooth hurt.
I almost stabbed you.
Don't smart me.
Tell your mom, my tooth don't hurt no more. It's gone.
Shh.
You brought it out.
Don't be telling the people the truth.
You started it.
Look.
But onion also has healing powers.
Okay.
It really do.
So I did read when I was all into it. You know, when you're a kid and you read your horoscopes and all that stuff in the holistic. If you put an onion in your nightstand or at the soles of your feet
Soles
with
of your
socks,
feet. Yes, it
Oh,
draws.
they-
it will draw out all of the toxins in your body.
So what, you put socks on and put it inside the socks?
Yeah.
Socks inside.
I mean,
I believe
the
that.
onion
You-
inside the socks, and
Yeah.
it draws out the toxicity in your body.
you might want to like hang your feet off the bed,
Yes.
but yeah.
How would you like this cut on?
Cube it so it'll go in the Brussels sprouts.
What is that? Squares?
Yeah.
Funky town.
You made me snort.
She said cubic.
Oh Lord.
Can you just say, Mama, use your imagination?
I thought you knew what cubed it
Cubic.
meant.
I thought a cubic from Rubik's Cube. actually.
Cube.
Okay, my bad.
So how long does the meat need to stay in the
The meat-
refrigerator?
So I don't have a time. As soon as like the Brussels sprouts come out of the oven, or when the Brussels sprouts are about to come out of the oven, then I'll start pan searing it on the stove in the cast iron skillet, and then go from there.
So I noticed that you have an electric grill.
I do.
Do you prefer gas or electric?
I prefer gas. It just makes me feel super official.
Why is
And,
that?
Well, it just cooks the food better and it heats the skillet. Because think about it, I'm using cast iron. Cast iron used to be cooked like over campfire,
Okay.
which
Still-
gas
not used
grill,
to, it still is actually.
it still is. But I prefer cooking with cast iron because I decided I don't want to buy pots anymore. I'm sick of buying pots. I've been a grown up for 12 years and I probably bought a pot every year.
So longevity.
Yes.
Longevity,
Okay.
cooking.
Someone told me that the flavor is trapped.
So good.
Is the flavor trapped in the iron?
I
or
feel
something
like it
that?
is. I mean, I think so.
Okay.
So anytime you get any produce from the store, remember guys, wash your vegetables. Wash everything. That's what I say.
That's what she say, or whatever.
Oh,
My bad.
Okay. right, we got a sip of wine coming, guys. So what would you pair wine with your meal? With this meal?
Beef, red meat, red wine.
Okay.
I like cab. Fish, I would probably do like a Pinot Grigio or a Sauvignon Blanc.
A who?
A Sauvignon Blanc.
Say it one more time.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but sounds good to me.
Savion is sitting on the block.
Sauvignon sitting on the block.
Boy, you better get your Jenny from the block. So while we get the things ready and everything, let's go back to the beginning of this. You know, the inspiration behind Sunday dinner. Togetherness.
Well, think about when you call me. What's the first thing you say? What you cooking?
I don't say that.
Likes to eat and not pay for it.
Think about it. And then blood cousin.
I'd be like, hello, sister, how you doing?
Is it me you're looking for? Togetherness.
Togetherness, okay.
Remember to have mittens when you touch cast iron.
Yes, because it's really, really hot.
Super hot.
Yes. So back to your question your brother's asking you.
How long has this been on your spirit?
I got this. You go talk, I got this. You
I mean, cooking has been on my spirit since Michaela, when she needed to eat to live.
Okay. And who's
then
Michaela again?
Michaela's my oldest daughter.
How old is she?
She's 13. We've been in this thing for 13 years.
13.
how long have you been in this thing?
32.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I remember one time we were living on 32 off a random mill, and I made pork chops with some gravy. My first time cooking ever. And you ate them, and you were like, do you remember that? It was in the roaster pan, that same roaster pan that all black mamas have, that mom makes stew in. And when you said, I was like, maybe, but I don't think I ever cooked again.
I get all the credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved forward to when we were living in Florida and Thanksgiving. And the neighbors came. It was Miss Lorraine Sharifa. They had their dishes. I had my cook for 3 days.
Yes, you did.
When was this?
One Thanksgiving.
2015, our first Thanksgiving.
Okay.
When I was like, I have to make this magic.
So I think I came that year, right?
Not for Thanksgiving. Nobody came for the holidays.
Okay. Sorry.
No one came for the holidays. But then they were like, this is so good. And then I started inviting more people, and they were like, oh, this is so good. And then we moved back to Texas. And then everyone started gathering here, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed cooking for my family and my friends and having them gather. Because we used to gather around grandmother, AKA Darling, AKA Triple G, AKA
Life.
AKA life.
Okay.
And I didn't want that to stop.
So do you ever feel like cooking's a chore?
Only when I'm told what to do.
That's deeper than this.
Only when I'm told what to do.
Not by me.
Not by you at all. Not by you at all. That's another day.
Cool.
That's another day.
How them potatoes looking over there?
They get there.
So how long have they been on the grill? On the
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
Yeah, they need about 20. Here's your fork to mush them.
So 20 minutes for the mashed potatoes.
Thank you for keeping the timeline, brother. This is hot.
That more 10
Wow.
minutes.
So calm. She just burnt her whole hand off.
About 10 more minutes, taters are good. Okay,
All right, Brussels sprouts. Gotta get the Brussels sprouts.
All right, let's start the fair.
Brussels sprouts.
Fair.
We wash them. The fire's on 400 means the oven is heated.
Oh, they're going to the oven?
They're going in the oven.
So the Brussels sprouts, they're not being sauteed?
They're not
or
being
anything?
sauteed. So
They're going in the oven.
this is a different way to cook the Brussels sprouts. I remember Mom cooking them.
Brussels sprouts?
You cook Brussels
Granny.
sprouts?
Maybe she did.
But I also cook liver for you guys. I've never cooked liver again since y'all been born. Since y'all been adults. But liver, y'all ate.
A lot?
And it smelled like sausage. I remember.
Y'all ate a lot of things that you don't eat now as an adult.
Why not?
Well,
Would
think
you eat
about
liver
liver.
today?
No, because it's the liver where all the toxins go first.
Ah.
So it has all of
But
the
see,
bad.
but
And then they say, oh, it's high in iron, but yet
But
you're
you
drinking
have to
all of it.
understand, military, budget,
Yeah.
stretch the food.
Yeah.
So,
But liver is expensive now.
not then. Look at the little round things. Everything's expensive now.
The oxtail.
Wine.
The oxtail.
See, we knew what she was talking about, though.
We did.
I mean, back then you could get a pack of liver for under $3 that would feed a whole family.
Okay, so to season the oxtail,
Exactly.
the Brussels
We got
sprouts.
oxtail?
No. All right.
All right, let's deer it.
We have balsamic vinegar.
Yes. So the base of it, we're gonna pour the olive oil. Like I said, until the Holy Ghost says stop. And then we have this chicken bouillon.
Which is amazing, goes in everything and seasons the food.
So
Without
good.
salt, extra
So
added
good.
salt.
So it goes on everything.
You can if you want
As
to,
a-
if you
as
want
a
all the
takeaway.
food.
I got it. You keep going.
We're gonna use a heaping tablespoon.
A heaping.
Heapings. It's probably a tablespoon and a half. This is just what I use. And then we're gonna just drizzle that on. And this should be enough. It's a serving spoon, so I bought this at Kroger.
Okay.
And then that should be good. Balsamic vinaigrette.
What does this do?
Oh, it just makes it so good. Gives it color, gives it that bitterness, and if I didn't have Worcestershire sauce on my London broil, I would use balsamic vinaigrette. It's just so good. So we're gonna pour this on top of there.
Say it again. What? Woo woo.
W sauce. W sauce.
I feel like you gotta be educated to be in this kitchen.
I mean, Worcestershire. If that's even it, I change it every time.
You gonna get that W sauce?
Then give me that W sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. There we
Yes.
go.
So we have that. We have our olive oil, our chicken bouillon, and then our complete seasoning, which goes great on any vegetable as a base, and it's
And-
not super salty.
Is that Lowry's?
No.
No, the salt cut. People don't realize there's so many other seasonings that you can season without salt.
Okay.
And
Right.
this is one of them.
And it's so
What's
good.
the name of it?
So this one is Total Seasoning, and it's by Lowry's. But there's a complete seasoning that Badia makes, and
No salt.
which is similar.
Okay. And
So I
you
put-
use the complete seasoning? Okay.
So we're gonna season that really good. And we're gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes.
What are we doing with all of this?
We gotta wait on that. Oh no! Give me a handful of onion so I can drop that on top of here. So good, so good.
It looks colorful.
It's super colorful, and that's what one of the things I was looking. All of my plates look so bland. No color, no nothing. And so then I was like, well, I started cooking purple cabbage, and then it ended up being not as soft as regular cabbage, so you can
Yes,
cook
it's
it.
not. It takes a little bit.
So, Brussels sprouts are in there.
Brother, so we went on our first trip this past week.
Yep.
It was our first trip, and it was so crazy because you came to me and you were like, it is so silly that we're so well traveled and haven't been on a trip together. and then I thought, he's so right.
Yeah.
And we went to Phoenix on a Monday,
Phoenix, Arizona.
and it was boring.
Everything was closed.
Everything was closed. Everything was closed.
Yeah.
We asked the bartender in the hotel, what do we do on Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
And
In Phoenix. And he was like, what's today, Wednesday, Tuesday? I was like, no, Monday. I was like, no, Monday. He's like, oh, well, let me get you a map. Everybody wanted to get him some map. Everybody.
Is there any major, like, tourist attractions in Phoenix?
I didn't see any. I mean, it's the capital.
Capital of what?
Maybe it's not the capital. Maybe
Of Arizona.
Tucson is the capital.
Yeah, Tucson. Well, you know, in terms of traveling and so we haven't traveled together before. We've been to.
But they've done a lot of traveling.
I've been to 15, 16 countries. You've been to
About 10.
10 countries.
And all the while I'm still in Texas.
But you know what was interesting is that what really made the trip was when we broke bread together, you know, and when we were able to talk over a meal or a drink, you know. So I do think that it kind of ties into what you're doing here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Sounds like the Brussels sprouts are done.
I don't know if they're done, but it's time to start cooking the London broil. All right.
Okay, London broil. What you need? Where's your?
I keep putting my mitt back in
pile.
the drawer.
So how long have we been at it now? How many minutes?
Not that long.
I don't really know.
I don't really know. I'm sorry.
What is the better question? How many glasses of wine have we had? Is that the barometer?
Okay, let's talk about bottles.
Bottles.
Only one bottle. Okay.
One bottle.
Only
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Only
okay,
one. Only
bottle.
one big bottle.
All right. So the Brussels sprouts are gonna go, and they're pretty much done, but I'm keeping them in the oven so they can soften a little bit more. And by the time our broil gets done on the stove, then it'll be time for the Brussels sprouts to come out and for me to put the broil in the oven.
Shall I get you getting, what do you get? You getting the mushroom?
I'm getting the broil.
Okay.
Getting the broil.
And
So it's been sitting.
So question, you put it in the refrigerator.
Yes, to chill it and to consolidate the flavor.
To marinate.
But what about just leaving it on the counter with that not?
You can. But a lot of times some people put meat.
Because
marinate
I've been
it.
watching Pit Masters, they say
goes
put it in there
because it keeps the temperature of the meat down and keep less likely for growth. Room temperature. For all that extra, you got to keep your meat at a certain temperature.
Okay.
I believe you.
Well, daggone it, I'm in business.
I believe you. I believe you. So cast iron, what I've learned on an electric stove, you don't want to put it on high.
High, she says.
A little over medium.
Okay.
I'm gonna let this heat up.
I'm
a
gonna
little
walk
hot.
over here.
And is that olive oil?
It's olive oil, which I was so afraid to use olive oil because Mom used Crisco our whole life.
No.
Or I thought it was gonna change the flavor of food.
I used what we could afford.
But it's not.
It wasn't Crisco, because Crisco was a little above my dollar amount.
Anyway, vegetable oil.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, vegetable
Now,
oil.
back then in my day, we cooked to survive and to maintain. Now, everybody cooks for healthiness.
But it made the food taste good. Everybody wants to cook the way your parents cook.
And it tastes good.
It tastes great.
But
And so
my
I
shit-
remember my colleague, she was like,
Look
you gotta
at her.
start.
Does she look like I overfed her? Look at him. I'm sorry.
Cheers to that. Cheers to jeans.
Really?
My bad.
Really?
I mean, you're half of me.
So how long are you cooking it on that side?
Probably for about 3 to 4 minutes. Not super long. You only do this to start the cooking process. And then once I get the Brussels sprouts out, I'm going to put that on broil for 525. And then we're going to broil it 7 minutes on each side. Then let it rest. Ooh, that silver
so
disc.
The broil is at 525?
The broil is at
So
525.
you broil and
The London broil. We're
Yeah.
broiling the London broil. And sit that here.
Is there
We want it either way. Here.
why a broil?
Why broil it?
Yeah.
Because I think that it keeps the tenderness of the meat on the inside, but it gives us that crispy coating on the outside.
Okay. Okay.
So it doesn't affect what she's doing as far as the inside of the meat.
Okay. Got it. So.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. And then we did my little tendon presser, which I don't really know.
Which opens it and lets like the juices and stuff that she's searing goes into the center of the meat.
All right. So your little tender
Yes,
thing.
it opens it up.
I think
Could
it
you do a
does
fork?
work.
It does. So like
It's
that,
forks are not sharp
like
enough. Those
your-
are nice. Those are like nice going
But like
through
your
there. It's a really
grandpa-
tough piece of meat.
Your grandpa, you know, he was such a meat eater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meat and potatoes.
And-
And told me I was gonna turn into one.
But what we did old school, because we didn't have all the mallets with that and all of that, we took a fork.
Yeah. Just.
And you did it with the fork. And
Okay.
it opens the meat, which is the same thing she's done. It's hitting the tendon, which makes it moisturized, but it also sucks up whatever seasoning that you're putting.
Because you're making holes in the meat.
Okay.
Because you're making holes in the meat.
So you make the holes in the meat, let the juice seep
So
in.
her little thing.
You just taught me that right now.
Hello.
I didn't even put that together.
Because me, I'd get me a fork and I'd be.
Yeah.
You just told me that right now. I thought it was just making it tender, but all the juices are falling in
You're
there.
opening up the meat,
Okay.
basically.
You be acting like you don't know.
Well, you know, YouTube people be talking and telling me, this ain't what that's supposed to be, but yes, you're tenderizing. It's all about tenderizing and making meat edible.
Okay.
That's what it's all about.
Because it's not a great cut of meat. Let's be
No.
real. So then you got to do what you got to do
And
to make it
everything-
good.
But even with the cut of meat, it's all boils down to your tenderization of the meat.
Okay. When you say it's not a great cut of meat, what do you mean?
Because steak, people correlate good cuts of meat with fat. And then the fat that marbleizes through it makes it tender. Sirloin typically has a fat piece right on the outside. Nothing going
Sirloin,
in
which
through
is
the
one
meat.
of the toughest parts.
Tough and it's lean.
Okay.
So then when you get a bigger piece, then it's just like a bigger piece of
Right. So
toughness.
people, the steak connoisseurs say the more fat you have in a steak, the tenderer the meat is.
And the more flavor, but
And
it's
the more
really
flavor.
about the seasoning.
It's so fatty.
It's really about the seasoning.
Okay.
And sirloin can be very, very, very tough. Very tough. What you need me to do? I got this. I'm the sidekick.
Can you get the Brussels sprouts?
I'm Robin. Batman
Batman to the Batcave!
Batman!
So Brandon, do you have a favorite story of us when we were kids?
Oh Lord, shall I tell that story?
You should not. You should not.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
It's so funny.
No, you should not.
Oh, there's a couple of stories.
Do you have one for me?
You can do stuff like Brandon did. Brandon was always in something, crawling up the
Put
wall.
that here. I crawled up the wall
But he crawled up the wall after you
and got stuck.
and got stuck.
I was so mad. I was like, Brandon, just jump.
Brandon was always getting you in trouble.
Oh.
Ooh, look at that, guys.
It looks amazing.
It looks so good.
Wow.
So good.
Because we have a cast iron, we can just transfer it from
Well, we're putting it in.
putting what in.
We're leaving it, from
You
the
know, I was
stove.
so sad earlier because the baby cabbage didn't reach their potential. I feel a little bit better now looking at this.
Right, pour one out for the homie.
Yeah.
One out for
One
the homie.
looks amazing.
Well, this homie gonna get 8.
Right, you know what? I'm gonna add some parsley to this.
I am for real.
So you're adding parsley on top of.
Parsley is
I am. For some reason, parsley makes everything taste great.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna add that a
brings
little
out the
bit.
flavor. It does.
It definitely does.
We cut it chili powder and parsley. It just, I don't know what it is about those. It
So now we're gonna just put it in the oven to broil.
watch your hand. Watch your hand.
So what type of mitten is that? Because I'm used to cloth.
Silicone.
Silicone?
Yes, for the cast irons. The mittens, the cloth mittens were still hurting my hand. So I got this.
No, don't touch that.
Is that like a fireman's technology? What is it? Silicone?
I would say so.
Okay, that's dope.
That's not fact. But if they were smart, they would use silicone
Watch
gloves.
what you say, because people will be refuting it.
So how much did that run you?
Ma.
Love?
Yes, darling.
I got it as a gift.
Ah.
What
The
you
Lord
need?
has blessed me. Let's drain the potatoes.
I got this. I can drain
Let's
taters.
drain the potatoes.
Hush, Alexa.
Alexa just came on, y'all.
Is that was Alexa? She's not even on.
Yes, she is.
She is
She's
now.
not plugged in.
She's talking.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Well,
Legitimately, she's not plugged in.
She got to be.
No. Where is she? Where is it? It's in my drawer.
Alexa, play music. Oh.
I can't.
See?
The AI,
She
y'all-
just
y'all need to be on
talked.
top
She
of that.
did. I did
She
hear her.
just talked.
Yep.
But she's not even plugged in.
She has to be. Are you,
Where? Let me
Okay.
show you. Let me.
but are you playing? Are you on the Amazon Music?
Yes. But not playing any music because I don't own the rights. We had a whole discussion.
That's
about
a
it.
sensitive
We were-
subject.
All right, Ma, drain it in here. Hold on.
Well, somebody was just talking. You think it's Bathsheba?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but you straight aged a long
I
time.
know.
Right? Like a good strong 3-piece. Mom's the breast, I'm the thigh, you're the wing.
Ooh.
Hey,
Rings are very important, though. That's what you got to say. What am I?
The breast.
Okay.
You always loved it. Like, I'm like, why she like this?
I don't like.
Like what?
I don't
That's
either.
I'm the thigh. I'm the
I like thighs.
boneless,
Oh, totally.
skinless
Like that.
thigh.
Totally. Totally.
Yes, I'm diverse. I can go with any meal.
You want to know what's so funny about the thigh? I was at my friend's house.
I don't like the
I'm not
bangs.
going to say any names. And we were talking about chicken, and she was like, well, what's your favorite part? And I said, the chicken thigh. And she goes, dark meat's too strong.
What?
I said, it sure is. It sure is.
Too strong?
It blew my mind. And it made me, so at first it made me insecure because I was like, but I like it. Is something wrong with me? And then I thought, no, that's where all the juice is.
It really is.
Everybody likes turkey legs.
Yeah.
So this friend, was she lacking melanin out of any curiosity?
I mean, it might have been a cloudy day.
Cloudy day.
It might have been a cloudy day. It might, you know.
That was a perfect.
So let's bring it from the weather.
So you suffered your whole life.
So what you just do just
I had
now?
to flip it
Yes,
over.
it did.
How long was it in there before you flipped it?
Probably about 7 minutes. Seven-ish
The
minutes.
potatoes in.
Back in here.
And then
And we're gonna mash it and all of that.
what do you add to your potatoes?
So.
Okay. Hey, these potatoes are fire. Like, fire.
You know.
All right, let's do it.
So.
Take
I
my
need
hat.
this.
All right. Feels like I'm committing surgery.
Committing?
Yeah.
Committing or performing?
No.
You're about to commit a crime.
I'm cutting it up.
So, instead of milk, I like to use cream cheese because I found that milk makes it too runny. So we're gonna do a half a stick. And this was roughly 6 potatoes.
What are those supposed to count?
Say yes.
Yes. Maybe 7.
And a half a block of cream cheese?
Half a block.
You got some birdie?
I got country crock because I don't like how butter tastes.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's me. I did that. We didn't know butter was good for us growing up, but it really is. So much better than margarine.
It is. It is. It is.
So use real butter.
I don't like how it tastes.
You gotta pick and choose your battles.
I guess I can blame you because my girlfriend, I didn't know what real butter was.
I had no idea. No idea.
I thought margarine
was butter. I thought margarine was butter.
Okay, $5 versus 99 cents. What you gonna go with?
We didn't say you did anything wrong.
Yeah, no.
We didn't say.
But I was taught butter wasn't good for you either.
It all changes. Tomatoes cause cancer. Now they don't. First it was a fruit. Now it's a vegetable. Yeah.
No, fruit's anything with seeds on it.
Did you see that?
Fruit is anything with a seed on the inside.
So what's the avocado?
A fruit.
I think it has to have juice and fruit.
Nope.
Google it.
They say fruit.
Brother, you want to Google?
Fruit is anything.
Let me see what that fruit is.
No, avocado. Is it a fruit or a veggie?
Is it a who?
A fruit or a veggie. So, mashed potatoes, we had about 7. That's a good number. Half a stick of cream cheese, and then don't judge me on the amount of margarine. Margarine.
What happened? What we doing?
It's not, if you could see, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
So could you use butter?
Now that's gonna clog your arteries.
No, this is, I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, that's healthy.
Although I just brought out a country crock.
Yes, you could use real butter. But any.
I don't want to be a part of that. Go ahead, need to go. I got it. So we're gonna have some garlic salt.
I need some water.
Frigidaire. So we have garlic salt.
Okay.
So we go say stop. Uh-oh, breathe, girl.
I'm breathing.
Breathe, girl.
I'm breathing.
And black pepper.
Oh, shucks. Where is your water? Way up here.
Why won't it? God, dog it. They done changed the top.
What happened? What you opening? What is that?
What in the world?
What is it? Oh, you got multiple tops.
All right, send some black pepper.
Ooh, light on the pepper.
All right, that's good. So now, potato masher. You all right?
Yes.
And we mash. She bangs, she bangs. Oh, baby, the way she moves.
Really?
Well, we can. I'm not gonna say it again.
Is there a song we sing right now?
Do it in the butt. Oh,
I do not own the rights to this music.
Sexy lady.
Ain't nothing wrong about doing the butt.
Can I smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
The food's almost done,
So
guys.
would you put parsley in this?
Yeah, no, yes,
no.
yes.
It has all of that stuff in there
No,
already.
it does not. I don't see nothing green. Yes.
Look, lime green right there.
Girl, you better add some parsley to this.
I want you to add taste it.
Okay, let's taste it.
So we didn't talk specifics and we didn't talk details beforehand, but how much am I getting paid?
A meal. A meal.
All right, here we go.
All right, cool, bro.
What you put in there?
I never know what she's gonna do. As much as I cook and people like my food, the only approval that I accept for good food is
this one.
Okay. Makes sense.
No, that's not true.
Oh, absolutely. When I made chicken spaghetti for you one time, and then
her chicken spaghetti is like the bomb.
and then you asked me to make it again, I was like, what?
She charged me.
I did not. I only make it twice a year, which maybe it'll be a part of the episode. Who knows?
I mean, chicken
This
spaghetti sounds
potato
good.
is. Oh my god.
Don't stick your foot back in there. People judge.
You know what?
It's hot. Remember?
We at home. Okay.
So we just put a lid on there to keep the heat.
Move it back.
Okay, so the London broil is done. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
hot.
No, it's not. It cooled off.
So it's done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's
Right?
the thing about London broil. It really doesn't take a whole lot of time.
And when you need like to feed a lot of people quickly, yeah,
This is the meat to go.
this is the meat.
Okay.
All right, Ma. So get
the meat back.
that tongue.
Y'all see that leg where she kicked the that's a skill.
We're gonna lay it on here to rest. So we're
About
gonna,
10 minutes.
yeah. So with all this good juiceness, we're gonna create a gravy,
Gravy.
So-
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, Ma, get your onions.
Yes. Throw them in there.
Yeah.
You want the green, the red things?
Get the onions first.
Onions first. Red onions. Best onion to go with.
Get into the Frigidaire. We got some
How many
mushroom. All of it. Put all of it in there.
All right.
How many onions did she cut up to begin with?
One.
Okay.
Mushrooms. Think about mushrooms. Mom says that they're fungus.
They are.
Yeah.
And they're not a necessary dietary need for the body.
When
They're
you're a
just
vegetarian.
good. They're just good. It adds flavor.
So there's that direction. And then this direction is they're dirty. So they have a lot of dirt on them. So you have to wash it. And these are baby portobellos.
Yes, they are. They were on sale.
Portobellos are like the steak, I guess is what I've heard. They're pretty meaty. They can go on burgers.
They look thick.
They are super thick, super thick.
They
Feel
are.
like meat is really about texture.
Some people just eat mushrooms, really, for like a main dish.
Yeah, we do it. Come here, little baby.
Ain't she beautiful?
Isn't she? This is my sweet little, look, as I'm hugging her and pouring. Don't do this at home.
So do you cook, Michaela?
Sometimes when mom lets me.
When she lets you? Does she ever force you to cook?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you like to cook?
Mostly breakfast.
Yeah, I love breakfast.
She's good with breakfast. She has cooked us breakfast today.
Ma, add,
what,
some, Ma, add a little bit of
pancakes?
oil.
You good at pancakes?
Pancakes
Okay.
and omelets and stuff like that.
All right, so the oil has been supped up a little bit. We're gonna add some oil to our base. Keep on going, boo.
All right. Mushrooms are
So
You know how
now-
to make this gravy?
She showed me one, but I forgot.
Anytime I'm sauteing my vegetables in the stove, I add the total seasoning because it just gives it more flavor and
Yeah.
without the salt, but the herb.
Yeah.
So we got this. Holy Spirit said stop. Now we're gonna add some red pepper for color. Let's turn this in the big one.
okay.
So far, what all have you put in there?
Olive oil, the drippings from the London broil,
Okay.
and then the total seasoning.
Okay.
So it looks like all the dirt has been washed off. We're gonna
Yes.
let that
Saute.
for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Let those bell peppers go down a little bit.
All right. These are going in the gravy.
Yes. In a minute, Ma.
Yeah, I know.
What's that?
It's the cornstarch. This is what's gonna thicken it all up.
You could either do the cornstarch or flour.
Exactly. But and then we're gonna add a little bit of water. I think I'm gonna need some more cornstarch.
Make it a little bit thicker.
A little bit. I think. Just give me the rest of that.
What you do with it?
I don't think I threw it away, but I don't see it.
Bro, I swear you just had it.
I just had it.
Wow.
Keep moving.
I'm pretty sure I put it up here.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why I did that. A bottle and a half of wine. Maybe. So we got that in here.
Now let's see.
That's not, it's empty. Mom, put it back.
Take it out the sides up there.
So we got that.
Okay.
Do you remember that one time you made me and Brandon fight?
What?
Oh,
What?
okay.
You remember in my room?
No, we were
Wait.
in the middle.
She
We were
made
in
us
the middle
fight?
room.
No, I promise it was in my room because I slipped.
Because she used to always hit you. And so you would always get so mad and everything. So finally, after it was all, don't think I'm a bad mom.
No, I think it makes sense. Continue. I don't remember any of this.
But in all reality, you didn't really fight because it was the whole ideal of it. Because you were upset and angry because she used to keep always hitting you.
She used to beat the shit out of me. Sorry.
Was it really that?
And it was my sister, so I didn't want to put hands on her. But I want to hear this story.
So finally, I'm like, okay, because you used to get so mad.
Because she used to be abusive.
So I said, okay, let's just let them fight. Not really fight. I knew that they wouldn't really fight because they really loved each other.
We should have fought to the death.
And so, like I thought, it didn't happen. You didn't. You didn't fight.
I punked out.
No, I slipped, let me tell you.
You were ready.
All right, we're ready for the mushrooms.
Time to get back at this one
Yeah.
that was always so physical.
Yeah.
But thank God.
How old were we?
Oh my God.
In North Carolina, so we
No,
had to,
it was Meadowbrook. No, it was Meadowbrook.
Mom,
It was Meadowbrook.
I 100% know that it's
No.
North Carolina because
You're
we
wrong.
were in the duplex room.
No.
I slipped on
No.
hardwood floor.
No, you're wrong.
I slipped on hardwood
It was
floor.
on Meadowbrook.
Todd made you fight me.
No, it was Meadowbrook.
By the time we were at Meadowbrook,
It was
I wasn't
Meadowbrook.
hitting you anymore.
Yes,
No.
you were. Yes, you were.
You were.
Yes, you were.
And throwing knives and forks.
Knives.
When we were over off of
Okay, we
Falcon
We
Ridge,
didn't change subject.
she threw a fork and a knife and a steak knife at me.
Change subject.
Yep. It was a very abusive childhood.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Change subject.
We put it out after the day.
I don't even remember that.
Yes, a actual steak knife. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not fucking with her no more. Cause messing with her no more because my life is actually in danger. And remember the time you threw the aerosol bottle at me and it hit my shin? And I had the dent in my shin for like 2 years.
Oh my God! Why? Are we,
Okay, happy dogs.
God!
Happy dogs.
All right,
Happy dogs.
we did.
So I'm adding Worcestershire sauce for flavor. Worcestershire. We're gonna turn this down.
I'm ready to drink now.
Okay, what you need? You want some? What you
Brandon,
want?
but it was on.
Man, can we get a little
Look,
bit?
now
Can we
she's-
get a
look.
one?
No, but the first fight was in North Carolina.
I don't remember
Stop.
any of this.
Change the subject. Stop.
It's cool. We're gonna talk about it later though.
Obviously. Not with me involved.
So with the flour and the cornstarch, we're gonna add that.
Where's the wine? Your wine.
There we
Is
go.
that white? Mm-mm.
What is this?
I want some red.
This is red.
All right, cool.
It's not.
Oh, now what he want? That hard, that harsh hit your palate,
No.
knock you
Perfect.
out. Hit you.
It doesn't hit you out. It's just a different.
You know what? We're gonna change the subject.
Jesus, it got real.
Oh, it got me.
Jesus.
But it's the kitchen. It's the kitchen.
It is the kitchen.
Hey, half of the time, so
I don't even remember that night flying.
so Sunday dinner.
Did I have my
It's not-
period?
I had.
So what's so interesting is that you know you have Sunday dinner, but at times it can get a little heated between family members, even on Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh. No?
Which is true.
Yeah, it can.
Which is true.
Plenty of times where I got a whooping on a Sunday dinner. Plenty of times. I.e. when I left the nail polish remover on your big table on Meadowbrook.
Girl, you was 22 years old. I wasn't finna be whooping you.
In Meadowbrook, I was in middle
you
school.
were grown. Not at no.
All right, so we got the sauce. We going. We got our mushrooms. We got our onions. Let me taste it.
It needs to thicken up a little bit.
Brittany, come over here and taste this.
Finally. God.
Right, come over
Asked
here
me to
and
taste
taste
nothing
it.
all night.
I did. I tried to get you to taste potatoes.
So just
What I gotta do?
slap your finger on there. A little bit of nature seasoning. So I'm gonna add some nature seasoning.
Okay.
I did.
It's good. It's good.
Just lift it up, Mom.
I didn't know it was
Just lift it up. It's not broke. It's
Yes,
broken out.
it is.
It wasn't broken.
It was broke before I
Just don't touch it. Dog it.
I'm just trying to fix it.
I fixed it. Look, it's standing up. It's standing
All
up.
right, so we adding some nature.
Oh my gosh.
What?
We're adding some nature seasoning
Well, why are you adding that?
because so we had the drippings from the London broil, and then we had the cornstarch. But when you add, oh gosh, we need a little bit more water. Get the measuring cup. Get the measuring cup. Right there. Let's add some water. Which is good. All right, so.
And while you do that, is the London broil still okay over here?
Oh
Just
yeah,
chilling?
it's resting. It's
Ooh,
just
that
resting.
turned out to be really thick.
Oh, so good. Look at
Oh
this.
yeah.
I'm just slow.
Oh, that looks amazing.
We need a little bit more nature. Some add some garlic salt. Chili powder.
Of course. That's...
And it's okay to add like the seasoning that you put on your meat. And then I'm gonna give it a little bit of spice and add some red pepper.
Okay.
Just a little. I'm just gonna let this simmer for a little bit.
I'm gonna turn your fire up a little bit.
No, low's good. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, I mean, I feel like all the food's done and we can eat.
What?
What? Yeah.
Already?
Oh, I'm so about that.
Yeah, food's done. We can
So,
eat.
can you plate a plate for us?
Ooh,
and show
I
us
don't
how
plate.
you.
Need a Gale plates. We're gonna use
Well,
the fancy dishes.
And I
Well,
think that we should get
we need to cut up the London broil
yeah,
first.
definitely.
All right,
We gotta-
let's use this here.
Yes.
Can you come over here? I want to see the action.
I'm never using flour again. I'm only using cornstarch.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's not bad, Ma.
No, it's actually more
No, that's not bad. That's really pretty.
than what it normally
Ah.
is.
Yeah,
That looks nice.
Cooked it a little longer.
I did. All right, so how do you want me to do this?
I don't know.
Watch out now.
All right.
So look at our little gravy ladle.
So let's move this and put the plate.
So we have our mashed potatoes.
Move this. Put the plate right.
And the Brussels.
That's it.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
Brandon
as the
taste
guest,
it.
do I get to get the first
You do. Hold on, let me give him one more. Let me give him a little bit more.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see what this is. Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for accompanying me and my mother on our Sunday dinner, our first one actually.
Yeah.
We hope you like and subscribe to our channel.
Please subscribe.
We want to just spread love and cheer and good conversation with all of the company, not just one type of person. So
Family is everything.
everything.
Hey.
Hey, Jackson, get out.
Hey.
Family is everything.
Family is everything, even when they get on your nerves.
And with that,
Good night.
we see you next time on
The Sunday dinner.